Yo, YouTube, what's up? Zoe Williams in the building. You know what it is. You already know what I require. Hit the like button, hit the share button. We got an amazing topic. We have ladies already populating the building. We about to have an incredible topic. How many of y'all saw the Mansions episode? Mansions was crazy. The voice of reason is going to follow suit. The ladies are going to tell the truth. What's up? What's up? What's up? Holla at your boy. We got 5 minutes before we go live on Dash Talk X. Let me urge everybody who's watching right now, peep game. Everybody that's watching right now, peep game. Directly after the voice of reason is Tone Talks. Tone Talks is live. Special in-studio guest is Killer Mike. It's going to be lit. This little 3-hour block is for to get at you. So everybody that's watching me right now, soon as it's over, fly over to Tone Talks on YouTube. Follow Tone Talks. Tone Talks has Killer Mike in studio. Shit gon' be lit. Shit gonna be nuts, all right? Also, don't forget to support the holographic relationship, how to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship. I need everybody to go buy the paperback. I want to sell 50 copies of the paperback today. Amazon.com has the paperback. I don't have any more copies. I just ordered my own copy. Can everybody follow me? I just ordered a copy of my own book from Amazon.com. It's crazy. I don't have any more copies. That's just it. I need to move 50 copies today. Can everybody go to Amazon.com and get a copy of the Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship? We got 3 minutes. And while you're at it, go to my website, IamZoWilliams.com, if you want a paperback copy of the follow-up to the Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship, the holographic relationship, a deeper look at the connection between consciousness, intimacy, and God. Yikes. Go to my website, IamZoWilliams.com. Let's cash mob your boy. You under dig? Also, you already know how we do. We got Total Package Energy in the building. We got Bill Sauce in the building. I'll be promoting those live when we go on the air with Dash. We got 2 minutes. I'm trying to pull all this shit together for you right now. We need y'all to cash mob in a real way. Everybody should hit the like button. No excuses not to. Get her done. Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, going live shortly. We'll be back in a second.
Just had a fight with my woman over something trivial told her. We rarely have confrontation. Admit the shit I said really was bold. Real talk, I think she get it from my mama. Her bitterness passed down from old. Tip for tat when I'm calling out her trauma. She too defensive to listen, no cold soul. Looking at, I got problems. You got the type of advice that I need. I couldn't get through on the legend series. They know it's talking of the time that I need. Between working or being so clingy. What's the time zone difference? Don't make it easy. So I figured I'd call in early. Turn my life down, mercy. I got through. You tuned in. Force of you missed the show. Force of you missed the show. So just lay back your mind. So everybody tuning in. So cause he is the voice of reason, yeah.
Hey Zo, I'm calling your show, cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn!
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you rate women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason. Ladies and gentlemen, back in the building. You already know what it's about to be. You already know. Listen, after last Wednesday's mansions, which was of epic proportion. For all those who don't know, Mansions is my Wednesday show where I bring in all the brothers, right? All the brothers get up in here. We keep it 100. No filter. We ain't worried about women critiquing and judging what we gotta say about shit. And when I tell you Mansions was of epic proportion, let's see. Where were we? What up, Sarah? Come on in here. Let me see. We are at 35,000 views since Wednesday. Oh, wow. For last Mansions. You in the dig? It was ridiculous. So I love to keep up the same level of quality with the women. I have an amazing topic for you ladies today.
Ready?
You on the dig? We got a double dose of Virgo in the building. What kind of...
Ready?
You already know how we do on this show. Before I even get into the topics, I got to promote a couple of things, particularly Total Package Energy. My favorite energy drink. I get at least 2 of these down a day. They just dropped off 10 cases to me.
I want one.
You want a case or a bottle?
A bottle.
You sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I want a case, though.
Listen, I haven't been sleeping the last couple of nights.
I don't do that anyway, so I'm okay.
No, because what's happening is I'm starting to recognize that I'm taking this shit later and later. Don't take this shit late. It's good for you now. Listen, it's not like fucking 5 Hour Energy or Monster. It's not like that. Made in the Bay. Town business. Mm-hmm. You in the dig? Homeboy Anthony Eagleton. Man, this is a great product. A lot of top, high-level athletes use this. So ain't no junk in it. But let me tell you, last 2 nights, I got up and just drove. Now, you know niggas don't just drive their car. We ain't white. You know, white people get them, I'm going to take a drive. Niggas don't do that. Niggas be like, I'm putting wear and tear on this bitch. I'm already Ubering. The fuck am I?
I guess I've been white for a long time because I've been doing that since I was 16.
You just get up and drive?
I just like driving.
Well, thanks for killing my bitch. It's all good. And your mic. So, yeah. Total Package Energy.
My bad.
Greatest energy drink ever. I'm asking everybody to go to TotalPackageEnergy.com. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Let's move 8,500 cases tonight.
Tonight.
Oh, man. Hey, and check this out. We got a hell of a motherfucking topic tonight. We got a hell of a crew in here tonight. The shit about to be lit. It's a bunch of youngins.
Oh.
You know, youngins ain't got no goddamn sense. But
pardon me, sir.
I knew she was
We got some sense. Excuse me, sir.
We gonna see this evening. My next brand that must be represented thoroughly is Bill Sauce.
It's so good.
Can you say it?
I
love it. You have mastered it.
I love it.
Bill Sauce. Bill Sauce is amazing.
It is.
Now, the reason why I used to bring in 3 bottles, but I keep eating up all of the schmuckatelli. Schmuckatelli. It's just a real hot sauce by these people. BillSauce.com. Now, it's crazy. They got Gunny Fire, Sergeant Sauce, and Schmuckatelli. Schmuckatelli is your favorite hot sauce with no heat.
Explain.
It tastes like hot sauce.
You got the flavor.
But it's not hot. The flavor of hot sauce with no heat. See, sometimes heat get in the way of the flavor for me.
Oh.
It'd be too motherfucking hot.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a ghost pepper. Burn your motherfucking taste buds off then.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, some of that oil, that pepper oil, you can go fucking blind. Yeah, put some of that shit on a sandwich. What? Okay.
It's so good. Aioli? No.
I like aioli.
No, I did say, girl.
I'm just saying, it's fucking delicious on a salmon croquette.
Who grandmama made you a salmon croquette?
My grandmama taught me how to make salmon.
You better speak.
Grandmama taught me, boy. Get in there. Get your hands in there. Mix them eggs. I'd make a salmon croquette on your ass now.
Okay.
Don't play me, man.
I'm just saying. I'm a great dinner guest. Put it out there.
Miss Sarah, she said that. Listen, while you talking.
While you talking, I need to be sampling.
All right, so before we get into today's topic, I can't stress enough how important it is for everybody in the chat room right now to hit the like button, the share button, download the Dash Radio app. Because come August 19th, I'm at you. I swear, I'm at you. August 19th, I'm at you.
You're listening to TheZoWhatShow. Voice of Reason Radio. Where music and mindfulness meet.
Bring that beat back. Bring it back.
You're listening to Zoe Williams, VOR Radio. Voice of Reason Radio. Where music and mindfulness meet.
You mean the first conscious radio station? The first woke radio station. What? You mean white folk done opened the gate and gave this man his own radio station, and he gonna make it a woke radio station? I'm at you next, nigga. Yeah, I said nigga and woke in the same breath. Now what?
You're now locked into Zoe Williams, VOR Radio. On Dash Radio. You're in the dig.
Ah, yeah. Hey, August 19th, I'm at you. It's about to be real as hell. I know everybody in here loving it right now. The chat room is on fire. Everybody hit the like button and the share button. Here we go. I don't know if the ladies are ready for tonight's topic. The ladies should be ready for tonight's topic. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I would like them to be ready for tonight's topic. This is going to be heavy. That's all I can tell you. It's going to be a little heavy. And I think we can handle it. All right? It's going to be a little heavy. Before I introduce it, let me go around the table real quick and introduce some folk. Look at who's in the building. I want y'all push together. Y'all so far apart. We got a new young lady. Y'all should see her Instagram page. That's all I'm going to say. And it's private. Oh, no, it's not private. It's public right now. Go over to that Instagram page and see what's popping. You're going to be like, what in the entire sexy fuck is going on? That's what you're going to say. You know, I don't mind putting niggas on blast.
You talking about mine or you talking about... Oh, okay. I'm just trying to say...
Oh, God. That's Sarah without the H. Sarah. Hey, Sarah, introduce yourself to the people, man. Let them know who you are and how they can rock with you.
Hey, it's Sarah without the H here from Houston, Texas. You can totally see me on Instagram. I'm Sarah without the H 99. You have to spell it all out. But I also have Sarah Sundays with Sarah.
You forgot the name of your show that I
totally did.
Okay, cool.
Sundays with Sarah. It's Sundays with Sarah.
Sundays with Sarah. Where can they hear it?
On Dash Talk on every Sunday at 5 o'clock.
How about
Spend your
it?
evening with me. Have some supper with Sarah.
Supper with Sarah.
Supper. Get you something to eat, baby.
Motherfuckers don't know, man.
I love it.
I ain't gonna lie, supper go a long way.
It sure do, baby. Stick to your ribs. Mm-hmm.
And next to her is a new young lady that was just introduced to me yesterday. Tell them who you are.
Well, actually, it was the day before yesterday.
Oh, so you ready?
So we've known each other
So you
for
ready
2
to
days.
clown right now? Okay, cool.
No. My name is Mayla, Maela. You can find me at Instagram at Mailaway, Maelaway.
I dare y'all to go to that Instagram page right now.
Maelaway.
Let me go ahead and check this out because
honestly, my Instagram is not that lit. He's just being extra.
Maela.
WAY.
I got Boost Mobile. I gotta
Mail
wait
away.
till this go off.
Yeah.
No, I'm dead ass serious.
Oh, you said, but see, I kind of knew that just by seeing you sit
Did
down
you
with the
know?
hair and everything else like that. I was like, nah.
Go look at that goddamn Instagram.
My
I know I
Instagram
looked at it and
is
was like,
just-
Well, the first thing I said was, "You're pretty." Like that was like the first thing I said was like, "Oh, she pretty."
Thank you, sir.
y'all go check it out. Now, what's the Instagram page again?
Maelaway. Mailaway.
She's going to be doing some work with us here at Dash with the TalkX team.
I like the way you say it.
You know, she's going to be doing it. And I'm throwing her in the fire today. She's educated. She's smart. I had a little conversation with her. She's Virgo, so there's
And
some,
she's a Virgo.
There's some fuckery
and she's
involved.
a Virgo.
Yeah, I'm actually born the same day as Michael Jackson.
Oh,
it's like a
nice.
thing.
Oh, it's a
Right?
whole thing.
It's a thing.
September 3rd, rock out.
Are there people following me right now?
Everybody in the chat room, let me know
Probably.
what y'all saw.
Just announced it.
Just let me
follow,
know.
follow. Ding, ding, ding,
Somebody
ding,
said
ding.
her IG game nice. Yams. Y'all tell me what y'all saw.
No way.
Hey,
They on it. They on it. They on it, girl.
I got my dog on mine. Her name Lola.
My dog is on mine, y'all.
I got my dog.
No, dead ass. Y'all go to that Instagram page, check it out, and then report back here on what you see.
Nice.
He said, tell her ass to stop looking so mean. She do be looking mean on some
No,
of
I
them
do.
pictures.
I honestly, it's like my face. Honestly,
It's like it's
So you got a resting is that resting bitch face?
It's a stately face.
and you
She's
know,
a Virgo.
after all these years, they finally gave it a name.
RBF.
I'll take
Somebody said cheeks. Yeah, she got cakes for real.
I bake
Honestly,
cakes,
it just
though.
came though.
Cakes? Okay.
No,
cool.
I didn't
All right.
bloom until I was like 21. So
All right.
that's
Wait,
why
what
it
is-
looks so nice because it just came.
Oh, it
She's
just
like,
came.
it's new.
Oh, it's fresh.
It's fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh flowers,
Fresh
baby.
cake.
Pick
All
them.
right.
So here's our topic for today.
You didn't introduce me.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you, baby, for reminding me.
You know.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thanks.
without further ado, Her Royal Highness, her elevated and exalted spirit, God damn it, Clerk Kia is here.
Thank you. Thank you. And for anybody who wondered where I went, I deleted my Instagram page. So Claire Kia, the artist, is gone. But you can find me at Love Sex Music with a K. So Love Sex Music, all one with a K instead of a C at the end. And it's a prequel to what's coming because I'm asking y'all a lot of naughty questions in my stories and on the page. And I'm about to be using my body as a muse. So go look, go explore, go talk, go mingle, meet some people. And let's talk about conscious sexuality because I'm about to fuck your head up.
Wow.
That sound like
Talk about being naked.
no. That sound like supper.
Oh,
A difference.
suppers with
It's
Sarah, baby.
dessert.
Bring
It's
your saran
dessert.
wrap.
She's got your supper. I got your dessert. We feeding you though, baby. We feeding you. We got
right.
you.
Okay.
All right, so you guys already know the Mansion Show works where I challenge the brothers to acknowledge certain things that we bring to the table that might be detrimental to relationship, to the development of healthy relationships. So our last topic was calling the brothers to the floor to deal with some of the double standards that they use, that we use in intimate relationships that causes conflict, right? Double standards like all the women in your family can't be called bitches and you'll fight for them. But all the women outside your family are qualified to be called bitches.
Yeah.
Right? We talked about, just being able to, if a man has if he stands on his word, is being inconsistent in that word feminine? Because a lot of men, wishy-washy, not consistent, because a lot of women want consistency out of a man. Yeah. Right? Okay. Here,
that's called hoe shit.
They dealt with that. No, this ain't your topic. They
I'm
dealt
sorry,
with that.
I'm sorry.
The men killed that shit. Now it's your turn to kill this shit. Because I'm going to bring up something that is not often talked about. How many men have hurt you in your dating life? Sarah?
10.
10?
It's probably more.
Come
no,
with
at
a
a lot.
number.
I would say more 7, 8 though.
About 7, 8 guys.
Look,
hurt you really bad, right?
No, that hurt me really, really bad?
Hurt you.
Oh, there's only 2 that have hurt me really bad.
I like it. Okay.
With girls, it was 3.
So girls outnumber the dudes. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Fine. How many people have hurt you in intimate relationships? We're going to call her New Girl.
New girl.
So, okay, so I probably have to say like pain, probably 3.
Pain, probably 3.
Let me go back. 2.
2.
Enough to remember.
Enough to remember. Okay. And my girl Claire-Kia?
In my younger state of mind, I would have said 3. Now I say none. But here's the thing. But it precludes what you're talking about, because it's like I realize that I let it happen. So ain't nobody hurt me. I let them do it.
Okay. So today's topic is the reverse of that. How many people have you motherfuckers hurt?
Oh, okay.
See, because men are always villainized as the dogs, as the ones who dog. But what about the female dog?
Oh, the real bitch.
Yeah.
We can.
We needed that right there. That was great timing.
I want you guys to come to the floor and talk about how you marginalize men, how you've hurt men.
Okay.
Okay. How you've used men, misused men. How you've had entire relationships based on usury. How you've manipulated men. How you yourself have dogged men out. Now, I ask you this. How do you heal those relationships? Are you obligated to heal those relationships? You seek Mr. Right. You want a great relationship, but you got a lot of bones. And those bones are not bones, sexual bones. We're not talking about those. We're talking about the bones of men who really cared about you.
Yeah.
But you knew energetically, spiritually, intellectually, physically, that you was never gonna care for these motherfuckers. Yet,
it's happening to me right now.
You had your hand in this man's back like a puppet and you played him. How many men have you played, ladies? The phone lines are open, 323-230-4610. I've got questions. Brothers, have you been wounded by a sister? Are you big enough, man enough to own up to it and say, yep, and it changed my whole motherfucking perspective? Call in, 323-230-4610. How do you heal an emotional scar? Especially with someone that you claim to love. You know, women throw love around a lot. Well, I have a different type of love for you. But I've always loved
Stop
you.
reading my diary, bro. You don't know my life. You don't know me.
God calls all of us to love everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
I have agape for you.
Yes. Thank you. It's an agapic love. Gosh.
Yes.
You're like my family.
Look at that.
Like my little cousin. I
No,
understand.
I need women to own up to the ragtag behavior they have in relationships. A lot of times it's the man that's codified as the dog, the ultimate dog. But y'all know, like I know, when a man buys into you, that motherfucker really fuck with you.
Yeah.
So you want me to give away my secrets and shit? Like,
Yes, that's what I want.
that's bullshit. Like,
That's what I want.
what?
How do you regain, ladies, someone's trust after hurting them? Guess who's really good at trying to regain trust after hurting motherfuckers? Men.
Yeah.
Guess who ain't so motherfucking good at it?
Women.
Get to your phone lines, 323-230-4610. I need to hear from y'all. You know why y'all ain't so good at it? There's always another nigga that'll step in that man's shoes.
Absolutely.
323-230-4610. Call me
Muddy
right
water.
now.
They be ready.
That muddy water.
Instantly.
How many women do you know that will try to hide their hurtful past, the dirt they've done, in a new relationship?
Oh, yeah.
323-230-4610. Somebody call me right now. The church is open. The church is open.
Oh, welcome.
Let's deal with this
got a
final
woman.
question. Let's deal with this final question. Does time heal emotional wounds?
No.
323-230-4610. Get to your phone lines. I see the lines are lighting up right now. We got new people in the building. I want to hear from everybody. You hear the topic, Claire Kia. Start us off with the fuckery. You know you've cut niggas down. Tell us about it.
Okay, so let me get a disclaimer. This is not how I am right now. But
Every girl says that.
because you gotta growth is true.
Absolutely.
So, when I first got to New York, I had a boyfriend. I'm 18 years old. Had a dude, knew good and damn well, mind you, the good part about it is that I got him off of his mom's couch into college. Helped him with his letter to go to college, all that thing. He's in Virginia. I'm in New York. I'm a freshman. It's a lot of men on this campus. And this dude is calling me every day, Kia, how are you? And I'm ignoring his calls. I'm just no, I was studying. I'm sorry. I was out in these streets. I was talking to the basketball players. I was on the Caribbean Student Association dance troupe. I was shaking my ass. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff. And then it got to a point where he just was like, what's going on? I went home, saw him, ended up fucking him, and then breaking up with him after I fucked him. I wanted to give him some goodness before I told him that it was done. And to this day, he still don't talk to me. He still will not talk to me.
So you guys, so you didn't heal that relationship?
So here's the thing: his mama lived across the street from my mom, and his mom moved, and I really haven't felt that I'm a little different. I feel like closure needs to come in yourself, not necessarily with the other person. I know what I've done. I know what I did. I own up to it. I don't shy away from it it was fucked. But I was 18 years old and horny and stupid. So, it is what it is.
Okay, as I commonly do, I come in with the spiritual balance.
Yeah.
Healing is bidirectional. The highest level of consciousness is oneness. right? You take a drop from the ocean, that doesn't stop it from being the ocean. We're all one. If you heal, I heal. So yes, we're connected. In my new book, The Holographic Relationship, we talk about relationship entanglement. Being spiritually, mentally, physically, psychologically, and emotionally, energetically entangled. Guess what entangles us?
What?
Unresolved trauma. Things that have not been dealt with. See, a lot of women are so independent that they think they can just get better after hurting someone else, and that's good enough. You have to understand, if you piss in the ocean, piss is in the ocean. It's everywhere. Piss is there. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you put ink in a cup of water, the water is contaminated with ink. Period. If ink is symbolic, or if trauma is symbolic of the ink, every drop of that water has now been contaminated by that act. So how do you clean the water? You filter it. How do you filter trauma? You embrace it. You break it down. Right? Mm-hmm. So the concept, because I know a lot of women. I was talking to a girl today. I'm okay. I healed. I owned my shit. First off, you can't own partial truths. The Masons call it half-truths. Mm-hmm. You can't own a half-truth. Either it's the whole fucking truth or it ain't the truth.
Yeah.
This is owning. I told you I was fucking another dude. And that's all you need to know. But I love you, and I want to marry you.
And I love.
And I'm not going to fuck with that other dude no more if you say you'll fuck with me. What?
Ultimatums.
The ultimatums, the manipulation, the partial truths. If you tell that man who you fucking with when he steps on the scene, hey, bro, this is the situation. Last time you were here, you know, we were doing our thing. Mm-hmm. You left, you're back, and I want you back, but I got this other shit going on with a nigga you know. Mm. I'm talking about a real scenario here. Wow. I was just dealing with these people. Mm-hmm. This real scenario. Mm-hmm. You left, but I've been texting you the whole time you was gone. Mm-hmm. And you didn't respond. And then when you finally responded, you told me, I want you.
What?
That's what happened. I'm telling you this story. I just finished coaching this situation. The girl texting the dude that she want while fucking the dude she got. Mm-hmm. Then when the dude she want finally responds, she goes, I want you. And I'm fucking somebody else, but I ain't gonna tell you it's a nigga you know. But I'm in my truth and I've owned it.
She being honest.
That's slight honesty.
But do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
She got a situation.
Do you see? And then the same concept was brought up. I believe that hurt elevates. And I said, listen, I do this shit for a living. You can't jump to the final fucking class. Well, hurt can be transmuted into all types of lessons that help me grow into this wonderful flower that I'm progressing into. It's all rhetoric. If you're still using manipulation to cover the whole truth. Mm-hmm. The man would have been cool with your ass if you would have told him day one, hey, this is what's happened since you've left. And this is who it's happening with because you know him.
That's the killer.
Yeah.
I wonder, does that make sense? Do I sound crazy?
No,
it's a question of ethics.
No, it's not that. You don't sound crazy. For me, I will say that this particular individual, like, we have not crossed paths and there's been no contact since. And it's just been a matter of there isn't. I'm not giving an excuse, but it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, well, I reached out once. He ain't say anything. I'm not going to chase anybody. And if you ever want to have a conversation, we can have a conversation about it. I'm not running from it. There's a difference. I'm not running from it.
But if you were faced with that conversation...
Oh, I would tell him, because 18-year-old me is not the same as this, and I'm not ashamed of anything that I've done. So that's, I think, the beauty of where I'm at right now is that I would look him square in his face and say, yo, I fucked you over.
Wait, it gets worse. You know how bad this girl fucked this dude over? It gets worse.
There's a baby?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
This girl has always liked the one dude she wanted. Always liked him. Always want to be with him.
Mm-hmm.
But fucked other motherfuckers raw while fucking with him. But still does not see the raw fucking as an ethical issue.
And then you're going to do it with his boy. I don't feel nothing for the boy, though. I mean, the other guy that she's with right now, I feel nothing for him. Because, number one, he never should have stepped in a situation stepping in with a female that was one of his boys. So he wrong all the way around. So
No.
Okay.
They're not boys.
They know each other.
They know each other.
Okay.
They don't run together, but they know each other. They cross paths often.
So,
what?
So I just went to Atlanta, and I had dinner with two of my old high school classmates. And they had a question for me because one of the classmates, I ended up fucking his cousin and him. And they were like, did you feel any type of way? And I said, no, because you both knew. I said, and the second one wanted me even more so because I did it with you.
So you have an example of disclosure,
yeah.
Full disclosure.
So that's what I'm saying. That was the difference, is that they both knew. They were both aware. So, and one was senior year in high school, and the other one was 7 years later. But still, it was, you know what this is. You know what it was.
How about that?
So,
did you do that before you started fucking?
Yeah.
Hey, this sounds a lot like right.
Yeah. So it was like, well, you already know, so now you have a decision, and it is what it is. And the other one couldn't say nothing because you married now, so you can't.
There go my homeboy Jeff Brown. Jeff Brown, if you don't call in here right now, motherfucker! Jeff Brown says, if you know, and I fuck your girl, even if I know you, there's a statement being made. Jeff Brown, you got to call in. Where you at, Jeff? The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Call the fuck in. See, a lot of times it's hard to villainize a woman. It's easy to say, brother, act with integrity. Brother, act with honor. Act with dignity. I'm trying to see if Jeff calling in, but I don't think so. Call in, Jeff Brown.
There's a lot of poisonous waters out here.
Yeah, but women don't have to be so.
They need to be.
They might need to be. But I want to hear from ladies who have hurt men and tried to cover it up by Build-A-Bearing another nigga.
Build-A-Bearing?
Build-A-Bearing.
But he still, if you want to be with somebody else, that person becomes your jick. You know what I'm saying? Your just in case. That's all they are. They just fill in a little space until you get back to the one you want to be with. Especially, it sounds like the situation that happened with you. I mean, not with you, but with the people. The people that you're talking about, the scenario. Not with you. I'm talking about the scenario. Jeez.
This shit crazy. Here we go. Let me get the fuck away from fucking over here fucking up. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Just in case. That's all they are.
Caller, you got to turn your whole living room down. Your living room too loud. Turn your living room down.
I just want Sarah.
Yeah.
Caller.
Okay.
Caller. Hold on. Caller, turn your motherfucking video down. Then I'm going to put you back on there. Here we go. Caller.
Hello.
Hello.
It's still a single.
Oh, shit.
God.
Okay. All right. Bye, nigga. Shit. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? I just want Sarah.
Sarah.
I just want Sarah.
Calling your name, girl.
Hey, come call me again. But turn your life down and then call back.
No, don't do it. Don't
No, I'm
invite
joking.
those.
I'm not.
No, but I think it's important that we break this down because men are seen in a light that says you're strong, you can handle it, you can deal with it, right? Mm-hmm. Men are never seen as traumatized or hurt. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Turn your life down.
What's going on with you, Zoe? This Deshaun Gregory from South Carolina again.
Okay, from South Carolina.
Yeah. I was calling just as far as the comment on men messing with like the cousin situation. In that situation right there, the men, they really not gonna care that. Like, they might make it seem as if they are concerned that you had sex with their cousin, but they don't really care. In the end, you're going to be the one that still loses face in that situation.
I don't know about everybody else, but I was very clear. Yeah.
Go ahead, finish your thought, caller, and then we'll throw it to the panel.
Yeah.
I was just saying, like, your self-respect isn't going to be contingent upon, me and my cousin agreed to have sex with you, even knowing that you had sex with the other before.
Okay, is there more?
Go deeper, caller.
I'm glad she said it.
No, I'm just saying though. It's like you can't say that. Okay, well, you can't give yourself a clear conscience because you like, oh well, I revealed this to them, because in the end, it's whether you're satisfied with having sex with both of them, because they've already made their decision.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you, brother, for the call. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good
All right.
Okay. All right.
I can't.
All right. I kind of feel where he was coming from.
I bet you did. Why?
Because I don't think it's like niggas is still gonna be, cousins is still gonna be, and pretty much what he was saying, it really, and I'm sure he'll tap in again if I'm like wrong, but what I took from it is it all boils down to self-respect. He's saying like it doesn't matter what happens or who you fuck or who you gotta just respect yourself. I mean, now some people will say that that's disrespecting oneself by putting themselves in that situation, but it's really not that deep to me personally.
Interesting.
If you respect yourself, it doesn't really matter. Nothing else really matters.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are listening to the ladies. They're opening up and sharing their innermost thoughts about some of the fuckery they perpetuate in relationships. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Call us right now. Today's topic is a doozy. How do women hurt men, and then how do they subsequently heal those relationships if they ever care to? Mm-hmm. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, what's going on, Zoe? This is Said Fish calling out of Fort Worth, Texas.
Hey, Texas!
I just want to introduce myself to the panel and just tell y'all, everything y'all talking about is very riveting conversation. I give y'all much props, and please keep doing what you're doing. Even if it's raw, uncut, sometimes there's some things people don't want to hear, but it's got to be done if we're going to make some changes, right?
Mm-hmm. There you go, brother. I appreciate the call.
Thank
Good looking.
you.
Okay.
But I have a slight situation right now, too, though.
What is the situation?
Well, because it's this guy that I kind of like work with.
You want to just...
okay, not right now.
There's a guy you work with?
Yeah, but he doesn't work with me. He works for another company. He's a security guard. Anyway, he's cool, and we kick it all the time. I know he likes me, though. Like, he's told me that he likes me, but...
And that resonates in the topic?
Yeah,
in which way?
because it's like I feel like I'm using him, and
Are you using him? Fuck all that feeling shit. Yeah. This is the bullshit that women do. Here's the thing. Are you using him?
But I give him a conversation, so that should be an equal trade-off.
No. See?
But I give him.
This is what I'm saying. Women got this bullshit spidey sense. I think I'm using him. Ding, ding, ding. No, you're actually using him. Why is it so hard for women to say, I'm fucking manipulative? I use motherfuckers.
Because usually that belongs to men.
That's right. That's right.
Absolutely.
I know it's a two-way street, but usually it belongs to men. Is that stereotypical?
Yes.
Let's get deeper.
It is stereotypical.
Oh, for sure.
It's the double standard that works for women.
Yeah.
So
thank you, Claire Kia.
Like the double standard that works for women is I can smile in your face, I can look pretty, you can spend your money, we are going to go out, and then you can't expect to get anything from me because this is the environment that we're living in. And so, in case in point, like I get to do whatever I want because I'm the pretty girl. Hello, don't you understand? It's a privilege for you to even be fucking with me.
Look at that.
But see, the thing is that
I hope y'all motherfuckers listening.
Like that's
mine is a little different. It's like you can, because I'm the pretty girl. Like I'm pretty in my own way, and but I'm funny, and I am really cool.
Sarah,
I'm a great person.
Sarah, but let's be clear, because the difference is, you know what you got that I don't got? This.
I mean, you can have some of my titties.
But still,
Sarah, I just noticed.
What I'm saying is that regardless, you still know that a man is a man. So regardless of this or whatever it is, your feminine prowess.
My face cute.
But what I'm saying, I'm not ever saying that it's not. We talked the other day. I told you already. But what I'm saying,
I'm coming, Jeff Brown. But finish your
what
thought.
I'm saying is, you still have that feminine prowess. You still using it.
Yeah, okay.
Regardless.
We be at the Hustler. Come meet me up at the in the lounge. Holla at your girl.
So,
hey, Jeff Brown, are you on the line? Let's see. Jeff Brown, you on the line?
No. Yo, Zoe, what's up? What up?
Hey, well, I got to get rid of you now because I'm looking for Jeff.
I'm calling back, man.
Call me back, God damn it.
I will.
All right. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Mike calling from Atlanta.
You not Jeff Brown.
Oh wow! That's
Give me a second. Give me a second. I have one thing to say.
Go ahead. Say it quick. Come on, man. God damn it.
I get tired of when women say I'm a great catch, just like an underground rapper talking about I'm the best rapper alive.
Ooh.
Really, it's for the audience to tell you if you're the best catch.
There you go. There you go. It's really for your partner to say you the best catch. I like it. I like it. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Miami.
Oh, no.
You got a lot of kids.
Caller.
Damn. Calm your kids down.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Prince Carruthers calling from Texas.
Okay.
Texas.
Hey, listen. We got to get Jeff Brown on the line real quick.
Yeah, that's cool, bro.
Call us
Call
back.
back, Texas.
All right. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, it is not.
Jeff Brown.
That's what you were looking for.
Is that Deacon
Jeff
Brown?
Brown. I'm finna get
Hey, lady.
Jeff
How are you?
Good.
Please understand that the following comes with love. It comes with love, but the beautiful sister. First off, dark skinned sister with the afro puffs with the blue blouse. If you don't knock off self sabotage with your beauty
Cuss
and
her
comparing
ass
your
out, Jeff.
beauty,
Get her.
knock that shit off, because I know some dudes that'll hit both of them other sisters with a car to get you. So let's knock that off. Number two. It is my Zoe. You know Blakey turns 13 this year, right?
Yes, sir.
I am teaching him this year what I taught his older brothers. Stay away from, for that very reason that the sister on the very end, I don't remember your beautiful name, but that you outlined. I am pretty. It is a privilege to be with me, blah, 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 because you so eloquently outlined that mindset. I teach my son, stay away from dudes that walk around with the thinking that I'm fitting to go get some pussy. No, sir. You giving out dick because you are outnumbered.
Keep going, Jeff. Keep preaching.
You not getting pussy. I have not met a woman that came to this earth without a vagina. They all have one. How many of them have peace connected to it? Find that. Look immediately.
Wait. Slow down, Jeff. Hold on, because that was one of them phantom punches that Ali threw. That nigga said, how many of your pussies have peace connected to it?
Yeah, peace is not standard with vagina. Peace is not standard with vagina. It is not. So, two, the concept that, though, and here's what I think the caller was trying to elaborate with the two dudes. Ladies, it's like the difference between a menage a trois and a train. A menage a trois is never possible with two dudes and one girl. That's a train. Dudes, them two dudes that you both fucked were probably actors. If they pretended they were upset, I don't know two dudes on the earth that go, oh, yeah, we wasn't that serious. You fucked her too? Well, what did you think? Really? Yeah, all right. You want to go get some pizza? That's about how heavy it gets if you were never committed to either one of them. We do not look at fucking the way you do, which is why it's dangerous to fuck like we do. I really do celebrate the sister on the end. I celebrate her sexual freedom. I do. Like when she was not 18, how she went out. I don't really think she owed the dude back home that much. Both of y'all 18. How you gonna share a life and you don't know who the fuck you are?
Go ahead,
but you got to share.
Go ahead,
shit. That dude needs to get over his fucking self. The dude that's carrying some shit for you, sister, he needs to get the fuck over that because, like most people, when I was a teenager, a girl tore my heart out. But I was 19. You supposed to get your heart tore out at 19. So you know what good shit look like. You know what makes steak taste so good? Bullshit-ass pork chops. That's what. So, this concept, this is the only thing I try to tell sisters now, is that there are so many of you walking around like it's 1988, and that you are allowed, that the universe will allow you to walk around with the kind of sediment in your soul that will not allow you to own up to your bullshit. Like when Zoe said, are you using him, yes or no? And he got 175 words that didn't say much. Either you are or you're not. This is why the popularity of the line in As Good As It Gets, when what's my man's name? Melvin Udall was the character, Jack Nicholson. Yeah. This chick walks up to him and goes, how do you write women so well? Well, I think of a man, and then I take away reason and accountability.
Wow.
It is this lack of accountability, this concept that, yes, and last, unless there are any questions, I teach my daughter that while your vagina is precious, it is not special. Do not treat your vagina as special. Too many women think it is, and that's when you start to trade with it. And once you start to trade with it, you can easily find yourself in a pussy Ponzi scheme and some nigga being made off with it.
The pussy, and you got to listen to him now. You got to listen to him. He's basically saying women have overvalued their pussy, and now it's on the stock exchange. This is a pussy commodity.
Yes, you know what? The minute you put your pussy in the game to barter with, you have now put yourself in a position to lose it. Okay? My car is precious to me. I can't get the Dash Radio next week without it. But is it special? No, because I'm going to be in a fucking traffic jam. It's a bunch of them.
It's a bunch of them.
It's a bunch of them.
Come on, say some more, Jeff.
Please understand that if you want a man to yourself in the concept of monogamy, and women, black women, there are 2 million more of you than eligible us's. So that means, monogamy means that 2 million black women must raise their hands and say, I'm cool with not having a dude.
Or, I'm cool with stealing a dude.
Or I'm cool with sharing a dude. Or
I'm cool with Taco Tuesdays.
I'm good, Taco Tuesday. Last thing. Please, sisters, this is so important. If you really, that dude is looking for you, whoever that is, and this only goes out to sisters who are listening and sisters in the room who have not uttered the words, I don't need no man, because if you have, I can't get in the middle of that because the universe is fucking with you right now because you've told the universe what you don't want. If you really want to be in a relationship with a man and really be that dude's one woman, you better focus on being his friend because most dudes I know treat their friends way better than they do their women. Yeah. Be his friend. Because as his friend, it makes it harder for you to lie.
Hold on, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, Jeff. It's hard to be a friend to a resource.
Oh, shit.
This nigga's a pile of coffee beans.
Yeah, how close? How good? Why do you think niggas look crazy when they say their car is their friend? Because nigga, your car ain't your equal. Your car is a resource. You can't be friends with something that's a resource. You have to find a way to separate the resource end of him and look at the soul end of him. This is where you got to have a job to be with me come from. It's because you're only looking at my resource end.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
Every time you look at a black man and ask him how much money you got, I sincerely hope he asks you, well, who are you comparing me to? Are you comparing me to some white man in America? Are you are you comparing apples to bowling balls? How are you getting down?
Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Can a woman who seeks to be a man's only one become his friend by hiding the truth from him?
She most certainly can. She just can't stay.
Say more, Jeff.
Oh, you can hide it. But the universe has a way
of getting your bitch ass up out of there.
Nigga. Is it, here's how the universe will handle that. You will lie to your mate, and the better you are at it, the deeper the lie goes, and the better it's concealed, and the longer it has to fester and grow into a cancer that eventually metastasizes into this nigga's subconscious, and he don't know why the fuck he don't want to fuck with you no more, but he don't.
Wow. In the name of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, that was our visiting pastor.
All right, Pastor, I'm watching the show. If any more issues jump off, I'll call back again.
Thank you, Jeff. I'll make a way.
All right.
Thank you, Jeff.
Now, do you see the angle of the show today? Trauma is bidirectional. But in our modern day society, women are always characterized in most situations as let me get these mics on. As the
victim. We're
victims. So it's almost like women have a monopoly on blame.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way that it's become acceptable. It doesn't mean that it's correct, but it's definitely become acceptable. Because we're not talking about, in this society, we are not talking about the accountability when it comes to women who get themselves into certain positions in certain situations, knowing good and damn well what you got dressed for, what you went to dinner for, what you went out for. And then you got yourself caught into a predicament, into a corner, and now you want to say, oh, but I didn't want that. What did you lead with?
The foundation, right?
Yeah, the habit that formed.
You're leading with a certain mind frame of you're going there, you're putting on the makeup, you're looking cute. He didn't ask you how your day was.
But see, this is why I come back to this point. Modern society and its ideals have to be reconciled. Right? Because what happens with modern day society, you get this big ass anaconda-sized sandwich with a gang of layers on it. There's no way you can get your mouth around this sandwich and bite it and get everything that's in it, right? So what happens is we got all these different layers that obfuscate what is or what should be clear. Let me give you an example. I use this example a lot. Yoga is from ancient Africa and then ancient India. Right?
Okay.
Yep.
The real yoga should have your bitch ass floating. Yep. You should be able to walk the fuck out your body, nigga.
Yep.
Huh?
Hollywood version of yoga is over here sweating.
Yep.
Oh, hot cold yoga.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody running around namaste. You know what namaste means?
Namaste.
Namaste, some heavy shit. I see the God in you, and the God in me recognizes that shit, vice versa. Niggas can't see the motherfucking God in nobody out here.
But that ain't the kids.
But this is why
What?
No, Namaste Jenkins.
Oh Lord.
But this is why relationships are transactional. This is why relationships at their core are usury, manipulative, diet truth factories. Well, if I told you a portion of the truth, I'm no longer on the hook for being a liar because I told you a piece of it.
But it's supposed to be give and take, right?
Yes.
Is that a form of, do you have to have a balance of the who's giving the more and who's taking the more? I mean, do the couples actually set that particular
No. That's you can't set no 50-50 balance. There's an ebb and flow to every goddamn thing. And sometimes it ebbs more in one direction and flows more in the other. And then sometimes the whole thing flips. And that's just what it is. You go with that flow.
That's not taught.
But the overall point that's being hammered home here is men are shouldering the responsibility for relationship hurts and relationship reconciliation. If the opportunity ever presents itself, it's his responsibility to fix it.
But if you look at relationships, in order to go to the next level in relationship, traditionally, in order to get married, who is the one that has to consciously go get the ring, get down, plan the proposal and all that kind of stuff, get down on one knee? Who is that?
No. Hold on. I see where you're going. It's a man.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, it's a woman puppeteering a goofy man to do all of this.
Yeah.
There are let me just say, there are some men who say, you know what? I done found her, and I'm finna get her. Period. There are some men out there that's like that. But the majority of men, and I'm just saying in general terms, some but all, because love is so motherfucking rare. In normal cases, men had to break down before they get married. They got to get pussy fatigued before they get married. They're going to be like, I burnt all of that shit out of me, girl. It's just me and you now.
So I get the
This
leftovers?
nigga got 3 flat tires in his spirit.
Can I please get the whole of you? I don't want the leftovers.
That's why he like that. He like, shit, girl. You put up with all that shit I was doing. You the only one left.
Oh, it's terrible.
Let's go on and do this shit.
Yeah,
Well, let
there are
me
a
just
lot of
do
women
this.
who wait for that time. They're like, let him burn himself out. And then by the time he burns himself out, then I'm still,
But see,
I want
I want us to navigate away from that concept because I'm saying, bi-directionally, this is happening on both ends.
Yeah.
Women do it in this way. You wasted my time.
Yeah.
I invested all of this in you for you to be this. I built you up for this. So are you dating the nigga or are you dating the outcome?
Yeah.
Well, I'm dating the outcome because I want to get to the outcome. But I'm not saying I'm in
so
general.
is the outcome a wrench in your relationship toolbox? You use this nigga to get there?
It's more of a pile driver. You're trying to hammer it home, baby.
But do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
The man tends to turn into a tool in the toolbox when usury is involved. Listen, you guys heard the latest Lettucey song? One of them songs on the new album, Add to Me? Fuck, I gotta add to wholeness for. If you asking me to add to you, something's missing, nigga. I am not a relationship multivitamin. And a lot of times when women use men in that sense.
Okay, so here's to that, though. On the other side of that, I've actually, because I've told people that I am building myself and what I want to do and where I want to go, and that's the reason why I'm single. On the other end, then society comes at me and says, nah, something wrong with you. And it's like, no, I'm taking my time to get me to where I want to be. I don't want to have to use a supplement.
Oh, that's beautiful. I like where you're going with this. This is good. Keep going.
And then society tells me, well, nah, you just crazy. Like, you should have a man taking care of you. You should. So you have to also understand that society is pressuring that type of behavior from women to say, well, if you are this and that, well, then you should just get a man to figure out and to take care of you and to supplement you. And I'm sitting up here trying to stand in my own truth and be like, no, let me get myself together.
This is good. This is good. That's why I like her. Now let me point out the flaw. Society is an ideological construct, but it's also a contaminant, right? As it pertains to the development of knowledge of self. The vehicle for the developing of knowledge of self is intimate relationships. So once the standards, the desires, and the pursuits and the benchmarks of society come in play, it prioritizes downward self-knowledge. Self-knowledge is spiritual. Self-knowledge is saying, I attracted a particular type of person for the last 5 relationships. And this particular type of person has fatigued me because I fight against the lesson they represent to me. But on paper, according to society, we're compatible.
Yeah.
Do you see how society's pressures will lower the priority of your spiritual development?
Yeah.
I've said it before. Relationship is twofold, 2 sides of a coin. On one side of the coin, it's spiritual. On the other side of the coin, it's social.
Yeah.
Science is 2-sided. 2 major theories in science, and they're not reconciled. The theory of relativity deals with big shit, logical shit, linear shit, gravity, planets, stars, big shit. Quantum physics deals with little shit. Atoms, electrons, gluons, quarks. And once you start getting way, way down, this shit is just all energy. And now what we're finding is all the big shit is a holographic illusion of the small shit.
Yeah.
So just like in society, what matters most? Where I fit in this culture.
Yeah.
Do I have a degree? Does he have a degree? Do I make a certain amount of money? Does he make an equal amount or more? Do you see what I'm saying? So we've put the illusion in the space of precedent as opposed to spirit.
Yeah.
Spirit is like, I keep getting the same motherfucker here.
Yeah.
And there's a reason.
Yeah.
Now, Big Mama would tell you, I told you about the first version of this nigga that came through. But because most Big Mamas is 27.
Oh, Jesus. Hey.
Shots fired.
A lot of the ancient knowledge of being able to look at a motherfucker and go, something's off.
No discernment.
Do you see? 2 sides of the coin. Spiritual, social. Social has taken precedence. Michelle Obama just came out and said, make sure your partner is your equal. In what way?
Yeah.
Exactly.
See, because shit don't line up straight in a linear way. It only does that in the illusion. On the big side, on the quote unquote tangible side. Spirit is nonlinear. You might get, like I said, a piece of a lesson from the first 10 niggas you date when you first start dating. You might get a piece of the puzzle of you, right? You might just get a piece. But if you had a spiritual insight, you might be able to piece each piece from those 10 motherfuckers into one coherent answer about who the fuck you are.
Absolutely.
But because most of us are not looking for that, this didn't work out. On to the next situation. This is why I go back to my yoga theory. We got diet yoga over here. It's diet spirituality, right?
Yep.
So motherfuckers get to usurp spiritual terms, right? But still not really do the work. I'm a work in progress. I'm taking one day at a time. You take deep spiritual namaste and yoga. You take deep spiritual principles and practices and turn them into platitudes just so you can get by the difficult moment. Well, I'm feeling a little better. I think I can go out now and suck dick. Tell guys. Right? Am I lying? Somebody, if I'm lying, Claire Kia, check me.
No, I just put on my story the other day. I said I was abstaining from sex. I abstained from sex for over a year. And I was like, maybe it's time for me to do some research and development for my show. But it was a joke, but there's some truth there in that. And me being honest with that. But I'm also in a certain space right now where I am liking someone and dating someone and enjoying them.
Right.
So
look at this example. There's this thing of whoever has the most power in the relationship, when it breaks up, they tend to do better. But what is doing better predicated on?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like, what is a better partner? You getting the same lesson that you preempted with the breakup, but what makes this nigga better? May have better dick.
No, that's a possibility.
Right?
Yeah.
May have that, right?
Yeah.
May have more money. Yeah? Maybe better educated. Maybe better situated in society. Yeah? Oh, you doing better.
Stable.
That same lesson waiting on you. That same lesson got a timer on it, bitch. This shit gonna go off in 4 years.
It's going straight.
Do you see what I'm saying? Well, at least I got away from that one nigga. Well, you got the same nigga in a different body.
Yeah. Same script, different cast.
Yeah.
I be listening to the relationship guys say, this is what a man should be doing for you. Niggas, 2019. We live in a time of wealth calcification.
Yeah.
The dollar has never been this calcified in its existence. But not only is it calcified, no, not the dollar. We're talking about wealth, tangible shit. Homes, generational wealth, businesses, corporations, trusts. Fucking president is 70 years old. He's a trust baby. Niggas ain't got trust kids running around this motherfucker.
Barren.
So what do? We employ outdated ideas for relationships. Like, get a job.
Or Uber. Yeah.
Something.
But at the same time, not recognizing, the millennials are the brokest generation ever. Most millennials still live with their parents.
Yeah.
Till well after 30. That's do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm talking about black people and how we formulate our relationships, right? So all of this pressure is on us to find some kind of fucking plateau to get on, to rest on. And that's the hamster race, the rat, the hamster wheel. And we never are able to get off and go, who am I?
Constantly moving.
Who did my mama make me out to be? Who did my father make me out to be? Why am I treacherous? So a motherfucker, hey, so who's the philosopher you quote all the time? Hey, he says some really heavy things, man. It's some heavy shit. But do you really believe so? Because if it was heavy, it would transform. If it was a jewel, it would transform. Our people are pep rally people.
Oh, yeah.
They just want to be fired up, but then they're not going to do anything with what you tell them.
Boost the club.
So now, Krishnamurti, it is no measure of health to be fully integrated into a sick society. Is that not what the hustle is about? Because the hustler is the invert of the executive. He just doesn't want to study.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to work for anybody.
Street smart.
Doesn't want to study, doesn't want to work for anybody, but he wants to be at the country club, and he wants to live in that exclusive gated community right next to the hedge fund executive. So the hustler is the invert of the executive, which is why Jay-Z can transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. So guess what? Sick society produces sick men and women.
Yep.
So women can now take advantage of the climate that says, I'm forever the perpetual victim.
Yep.
I didn't do nothing.
No.
My sexual independence is mine. And if I fuck 4 niggas raw, it's none of your business. Wait a minute, am I one of the 4 niggas that got raw fucked?
Wow.
Fuck you mean it's none of my business?
Diving in dirty waters.
If these walls could talk.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Does any of this make sense? This is why I'm framing the topic like I am. Ladies, own the shit you get away with.
Yeah.
Listen, men are cultured to pay.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a cute nigga. I'm gorgeous. You know how much money I still done had to pay? Dinners, movies.
If we go somewhere cheap, I'll be like, you know what? I got this.
Thank you, Sarah.
But it says
would you take me to the movie?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
But what about broke niggas?
But broke niggas need to get coupons.
They got Groupon now.
Or
But see,
for their
only
daylight.
in our society is there. This girl just posted some shit on Instagram that says, "Stop giving broke niggas pussy." Well, then don't fuck nobody black.
See, that's a problem
because if that's the case, because if we're looking at the numbers don't lie. 90% of the wealth is in the hands of white folk. 2.6% is in the hands of black people.
Yeah. And a lot of them don't know they black.
Most of that wealth is in the hands of baby boomers. And then the rest is NFL, NBA, and Jay-Z and all of these other people. The other 0.6% is niggas at this table.
What?
So
fuck you mean don't fuck a broke nigga? You better get some broke dick.
So here,
crazy girls have the best pussy, and the broke niggas have the best dick.
Well, they do, and that's the thing. Like when I was working in corporate, I found myself where it was like I was the quote unquote breadwinner, like all the time. And
but that's a fact. When you break down the numbers, African American women make more money than African American men.
And I like black men. And so I had to make a choice and a decision of what I was okay with. And so I realized in that instance that I wanted companionship, compassion, and friendship. And I took that, and I knew that I was the one who brought in more money.
But if you the breadwinner, if he got the meat, you know what I'm saying? We got sandwiches, baby. We bringing it in. That's all I think.
When I see a motherfucker, a woman, who is still wired ideologically to society, I know to steer clear. You're still hardwired to the matrix. You can turn into an agent at any moment.
I see what you did there.
Oh my God!
I see what you did there, Morpheus.
You can flip on my ass.
Mr. Smith is right here. Like, Mr. Anderson. What happened to my woman, nigga?
Wow.
Mr. Anderson.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
And on top of the new relationship constructs and ideas that are happening, there's no loyalty, there's no respect, there's no consideration, there's no empathy development. None of this shit is happening today. Motherfuckers is getting ghosted.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of fuck shit happening. We're acting more and more like social automatons today.
More so than now.
Automaton.
And women are okay with using.
Yeah. It's the swing of the pendulum to the clear other direction. And I think I touched on this before, and I said, I think other generations, especially of women, need to understand what we heard from them, right? What we saw versus what we heard. So what we saw was our grandparents or our mothers or whatever, and yes, they may have been married, correct? The look was there, the look of the husband and the wife and the children. But what we heard was, can't stand this nigga, don't come home, don't do this, don't do that, he always using me, and I think he could just come home whenever he wants to. Like, you hear that. And most people don't understand. We live in a generation that wants to say, do as I say, not as I do. But children, they hear you. They hear everything. And so they're not just watching your marriage, they're hearing what you're talking about. And so now you have this generation of women who's like, well, fuck that. I don't want to become that. I don't want to become my grandmother who was always in the house complaining about the husband. I don't want to become my mom who was complaining about that. So, no, I'm just do this.
What do you think, Virgo?
It's funny. It's funny you channeled me in.
Yeah, because I felt
thinking. I think it really boils down to how one was raised. Because my parents separated maybe like during college, right when I went away. So it stung, but it wasn't really as bad. I was grateful to have the both of them. But it wasn't really a bunch of fighting. It wasn't really, my mom never spoke ill of my dad. My dad never spoke ill of my mom. And I typically don't speak ill of men today unless you like fuck me over. But it wasn't really a whole bunch of like, it's not a whole bunch of things that I can look back on my childhood on behalf of how my parents treated each other that tarnishes like my thought process today in my dating.
Ladies and
I'm talking
gentlemen,
about generally.
Yeah,
so,
but it was but I think that like it is general, but I think that we only are the way we are based upon our experiences. So because my experiences were...
And yours are on the outskirts.
My trauma just looks different than... My trauma is not from love or what I didn't get. That's not that different category for me personally. That's why I'm kind of...
Because it's a different kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Tell them your name again.
Mayla.
Tell them how to spell it.
You have to smile when you say it because it really... Yeah, like that. It's like my name is like Mayla.
Tell them how to spell it.
Maela.
And tell them to go to your IG page.
Go to my IG. Go check it out.
Hey, what do you guys think of Mayla? Let me know right now. Call in 323-230-4610.
Call in and give your opinion.
Yeah. Holla at her directly, my niggas. 323-230.
Mayla.
Yo, Mayla, what's up?
What's up, baby?
I saw the Instagram with that little black lace piece.
Oh, my God.
Where's
the lace piece?
I got you.
What's happening, Mayla?
I can't.
What's up with little lap dancing pool? Hey.
Y'all are silly.
Like and comment.
No, but on the real, we got lines right now. Let's get to the phone lines and see who wants to talk about today's topic. 323-230-4610. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's cracking, y'all? This is the enriching monger roguish out of Dallas. What's up with y'all?
Hey, Texas.
What's happening, Pam?
Hey, man, I'm loving. Let me correct that. I'm loving this topic, and the aspect you asked how sisters hurt us. And I also got a correction with it, because an aspect of the sisters hurting us, I got to say, y'all are very oppressive with them fucking feelings that y'all refuse to learn to understand. I mean, we have to navigate. That's why the whole thing of us utilizing game. That way we can get around your myriad of fucking feelings and learn them shits better than you can. This is why pimps are so motherfucking successful, because they learn to navigate your feelings and use them for their benefit. The thing is, y'all haven't been taught how to use your feelings, I guess, not for the sake of everyone, but just for the sake of what you want. And then most of the time you use the manipulation aspect of it. Well, it ain't bad. I mean, you got to have that skill. But what about the aspect of empathy? I rarely see women empathize.
Nigga, they don't give a fuck.
None.
Because we've been treated bad by niggas that didn't give a fuck.
I'm like, I definitely don't care, bro. I definitely don't.
I'm not going to do that? Okay.
No. The fuckery will not be tolerated.
It's an automatic answer.
But listen, no, he brings up something that's very powerful.
Absolutely.
Again, we're afraid to see the darkness, the dark side, the Sith Lord of the female species. She's real. He just talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
They get to do what the fuck they want to do and then flip back into Mary Poppins. He know what I'm talking about.
For sure.
Thank you, brother, for the call. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
Respect, y'all.
But a lot of people have, if you notice, a lot of people don't realize, like on Good Times, Thelma wasn't just doing that for her when she married Keith. Because Keith's supposed to be getting them out of the ghetto. She had her whole family. They was all coming up.
Really?
Sometimes they're doing it for the team.
Hey, brother, turn your life down while you waiting to get online. Turn it down. Finish your thoughts, Sarah.
Excuse me. But I'm saying sometimes a lot of women do things that are the betterment of not only them, but for their kids. So they're thinking about a whole bunch of other things that are going.
They don't give a fuck about their kids. Can I be honest with you?
They use their kids?
No. Abso-fucking-lutely. Let me tell you something. Listen, let me tell you something about a good mama.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
A good mother makes decisions for you that doesn't just benefit you.
Mm-hmm.
It benefits the whole, everything. Right? Let me give you an example. You know how many mothers out there make decisions to circumvent the power of the father in that relationship? Do you know how many mothers make decisions to alienate that child from the kid or that child from their father? Is that considered good mothering?
I mean, that happens.
Do you know how many mothers make decisions just so they can have the bare minimum to say, I did my job?
They're out there.
Okay? See, a lot of times we put this ubiquitous blanket around everybody that's a parent. I know mamas that have put cigarettes out on their kids' back because they mad at their daddy. I know mamas who've pimped their daughters.
I know someone that did that.
Does that mother love her?
But I'm saying like in general.
I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
So again, we get this general blanket of mamas are great.
All of them are not.
They're not.
Listen, what about? Let's take some of the level of abuse down. Let's just take it. Emotionally enmeshed mothers. Mothers who live vicariously through their children.
Yeah.
Mothers who are control freaks that don't allow their children to expand and grow outside of their hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's abuse.
That is abuse.
It is.
It's unresolved trauma.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
From the mama. Unresolved trauma from the mama.
Trauma, mama trauma.
Mm-hmm.
We can call it mama trauma.
Yeah.
But do you see what I'm saying? But mama still gets to come to Thanksgiving. Mama is still embraced.
Yeah.
With hugs and kisses. If it was daddy that was your pimp, he can't come through.
Yeah.
Especially if you got brothers. Brothers be like, we're going to beat daddy's ass. He pimped you. Let the word get out in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what?
I understand. Those instances, I like, a lot of, I can identify with a couple of them or whatever, but a lot of times it's not like that.
We know.
I
We're
know,
not
someone
talking
know,
about those times. We're talking about the times women are savage.
Okay. I'm ready.
You're ready?
So she's like, I'm ready now. Okay. So So it's like, as I briefly mentioned about me growing up being a love child and shit. It's because my parents were like hippies. But
that's why you curvy.
What?
You was a love child.
Was I a hate child?
How did the two?
Okay, go ahead.
You see this woman?
So
y'all go to her IG page.
Oh my gosh, yo. So the other side of it was the fact that my parents were older than everyone else's parents. The fact that, you know, respect was number one in my household, right? Mm-hmm. So I could have like a bad report card and then like get in a fight with one of my siblings, and I'm gonna get in trouble for the fight with my siblings, not my bad report card, right?
Love that.
I'm number 6 out of 7, 5 girls, 2 boys. So. Genius. But the other side of that, though, was by the time my story's a little interesting. I dropped out of high school and then got my life together, went off to college, got my degree, and a few years later, here I am. But in that transition, because I never really heard anything wrong, like on behalf of my parents to each other and how they communicated, I never learned that there was a life outside of that.
Yep.
So me being from LA and going to college and going to an HBCU, first of all, the attention that I got from niggas was like overwhelming because, you know, being from LA, right? I think there was like 2 of us. So it was all this attention and everything like that. But me always being, I am who I am. I've always had my mouth, right? But I still was just like, oh, okay, if you say you're my friend, then you're my friend. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're a guy. If you say you like me, then like, yeah, okay, cool, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. But then it was just different in a different place. So what I'm trying to say is there is a downside of it, of course, because my parents they didn't have the conversations. We didn't talk about what pain looks like and stuff like that. So I had to learn the hard way. But then after I learned it, there was definitely some savagery in there. Maybe a little bit still. Yeah. And it's probably going to continue to be here because it's like a part of who I am now. Hey. But on the
No.
What do you mean no?
No. Whatever you've gone through doesn't necessarily stay with you.
No. Not that it necessarily stays, but whatever I've gone through is always it makes me into who I am today, and I fuck with myself, right? Mm-hmm. Like the long way, but it just allows me the pain. It's just you make a choice with the pain. You know what I'm saying? You could use it as like a tool for self-development, or you could use it as adversity and the woe is me and all that shit.
The pain you've gone through to justify inflicting pain on others. Hurt people.
But so the story I roughly didn't really tell, but told just now was like years ago, so it's not exactly current. But I can say that I do go into situations, you know, with my guard all the way up. Or I maybe even go into a situation without it, and then one wrong thing could be said, and that shit's like up there.
But that's still you protecting you. We're talking about you putting the javelin in a nigga.
But I have to protect myself. Him. I have to protect myself. Who else gonna protect me?
We're not talking. Oh, okay, we understand you have to protect yourself. But we're talking about women who hurt men in much the same way as men hurt women. Women who lie to men. Women who manipulate men for money, for resources, for connections. Think about it. Kamala Harris dated old-ass mayor, what's my man's name from San Francisco? Willie Brown.
Hey, Willie.
You do a lot of crazy things, though, for survival.
Old-ass Willie was 60. She was 29, 30.
WB.
Now,
that's
listen.
survival, though.
No, fuck that. If it's Zoe... If I walked in here with Maxine Waters.
Oh, Auntie Maxine.
This my boo, niggas.
Yes.
Y'all would be like, Zoe.
You got that face out.
Bye. I done sweated this wig all the way out. Look at that. It's fucked up today. What if I did? Y'all would be like, y'all would be mad as hell. All y'all would be looking at me side-eye like.
I'd be like, can I get an autograph?
This motherfucker right here is banging.
But you know what?
You may like that.
But to piggyback off of what she was saying, it's very interesting because not similarly, but the way that my mother was very clear. You could be free. You could go to school. You could do whatever you want. But you lie to her, and that's your life. Like, her thing was don't lie. So for me, I think that's why I'm very transparent in relationships, is because of that foundation for me. No matter if I know it's going to hurt you, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I can know that it's going to hurt you, and I will still tell you. Like, my ex-fiance, we had a stint for 6 months where things were not good because he didn't have a job. And I was talking to somebody at work, and I came home one day, and I was like, listen, I've been talking to this dude for 2 weeks, and he's been paying me attention, and I want to fuck him, and we got a problem because I shouldn't want to fuck him. I'm with you. What do we need to do about this? And he was like, really? And I was like, yes, this is what's happening right now.
So you bringing up a great point.
Yes.
Back to the last caller when he talked about this is why pimps take advantage. Do you know pimps? Listen very carefully.
Mm-hmm.
Pimps and sages have the same effect on a motherfucker that's trying to hide or trying to cover this pain. See, a pimp could utilize that pain to get you to capitulate to his will.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then after so much time, you done bought into the game, the streets, and hoeing yourself out. You ain't got to just sell pussy to hoe yourself out.
No.
You can hoe out your integrity.
Yeah.
Right? You can hoe out your beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
A pimp can get you to capitulate to his will. So now he's the author of your life until you get fed up with it. And then you can't take no more pain. The pain body, the reservoir of the pain body is full. Do you know a sage or a guru has the same effect?
Yeah.
This is why a drug addict is running away from the intervention.
Yeah.
This is why I didn't had a girl tell me this before. I helped her years ago. She saw me on television, reached out through Facebook, and I started coaching her for the next 2 years. She had a guy who beat her up in front of a baseball arena while motherfuckers is going in to play baseball.
And people just walking past her and everything, never stopped?
They were together.
Wow.
And they were having an argument going to the game, and he beat her up.
Wow.
I never met this person in person, but I coached her for 2 years to get through it.
Wow.
She said, you're like a spiritual orthodontist. You are fucking reforming my teeth. This shit hurts. You're taking away all this bullshit belief. My experience with motherfuckers is when I come into your life, they want me to be the regular dude that's going to go to the movies or Netflix and chill and fuck and all this and that. But when I put the insight on their ass, they all of a sudden become equals. Well, you just projecting back to me. I read your book. Didn't you say relationship is a mirror?
Hello?
Just because we're together does not make us equals.
No.
I am not equal in that which makes you great. And you're not equal in that which makes me great. Do you get what I'm saying? So what I find is a lot of women really don't want to do the work because they're comfort-based creatures. This is why it's so easy to blame the man that's in the life as opposed to saying, I magnetized him. My beliefs magnetized him. My spirit magnetized this conflict because I need resolution for this specific trauma that I went through before he even got here. That's how relationships work. How dare you?
Oh.
Run around hurting people. I'm a girl. I don't hurt people. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Prince Rose. I called in on the Mansion Show, so I kind of want to get clarification on some things that I brought up in reference to what we're talking about today, what y'all are talking about today.
Hopefully, you want to talk about what we're talking about today, yeah?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I've been listening the whole time. Yes, sir.
Hey.
So,
get active.
How you doing? So this is what's cracking. So, I look at it like this. So, I've seen things is when it comes to a woman. Let's say the evolution of a woman from 21 to 35. She was at cold peace at 21. You know, she dated the basketball player. She got in the parties free. Guys wanted to take her out. You know, we call her that proverbial bad bitch, right? So her level of expectation for men comes from what she looks like. I don't know if this for every woman, but this is just my point of view. And so when she goes through life and the ups and downs or whatever, she gets to 35, 36, in my age group, the dating pool that I'm in, she's always got the best looking guy that had the means, that had this, that had that. So at what point does she have to question her value when she's used to a certain level? And so when you talk about manipulation, I feel like if you've always had a thought process or you always had a way of looking at things and it's always worked for you, on the outside looking in, it looks like manipulation, but that person being in that position, would they consider manipulation? If it's all about me, I mean, the human instinct is to take care of yourself first. Mm-hmm. So if her using her body to get what she wants, in her mind, she's protecting herself to get what she needs. And you said that women are creatures of comfort. So then I look at the man, our role. Okay, so we know this going in that it kind of puts you at a disadvantage when you have to seek and you have to find, because that's what we're told. I'm doing the air quotes. That's what we're told. The man finds the woman, right? So then that puts you in my mind on defense, because you're trying to move forward and trying to figure out and trying to holler, hey, what's up, what's going on? You don't know what she's been through. You don't know how she likes to be approached, so it always puts you on the defense. And part of being a man is being able to deal with rejection. I feel like, and Corey said it before, a lot of men, we feel with our eyes. You see a good-looking chick, damn, I want that, and you're so enamored in how she looks, it actually becomes an obsession, and you don't see the signs of her not being a good person or whatever it is. Corey says it all the time. If you're around somebody, she's going to show you who she is. So then I say this. Yeah. If you miss the signs, is it manipulation?
Not if you miss the signs.
You miss the signs, baby.
Not if you miss the signs. Now you're a willing participant.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what people don't talk about. Nobody talks about, I need to develop myself so I can wade through the bullshit.
Exactly. Well, actually, what you just did was regurgitate mansions, because that's what we said.
Yeah, but you also said you can't find everything in one person, and that fucked me up, because I've been debating it with my boys since then, barbershop talk.
No, you can't find everything in one person. That's why by the time you find the person you think you're going to be with, you done been through some shit.
Okay. Well, I think you have to go through something to develop the characters to actually be worthy of being in a relationship.
Brother,
I always look at it like this.
My brother. Can I, let me just, we've already,
my bad. Go ahead,
we've already said all of this in multiple episodes. We've said everything you're saying verbatim. Now take us to another level and give us something original right now. 3, 2, 1, go.
Right here, original right now. So I just, at the end of the day, I want to be the best man that I can be. I want to be able to attract the woman that is for me. And I would advise everybody out there, be the best version of yourself. Exactly. Learn who you are, what you want, not based on society standards, but on who you are. And I feel like if you can do that, you'll find what you're looking for, and you won't have to worry about being manipulated. It's ups and downs and everything. It's good and bad and everything. But if you're doing the best that you can do, I feel like you can get through the labyrinth, because you'll be able to see the bullshit before it even happens, because you've invested that time to see it. That's just me. I don't know if that's original, but that's my truth.
All right, thank you, brother. Truth. All right.
Hey.
Okay.
All right.
He's not quoting songs and stuff.
Yes. Caller, you're on the line. Turn down the radio, brother. Hopefully you're better than the last.
Hello, I can barely hear you, brother.
I can hear you, though. You're on the line. Let's go.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. My bad. Well, I have a question.
He parked up real quick.
All right.
I have a question for you. I want to know, what does it benefit a woman to be a woman if she's not seeking divine femininity? And have you ever met a woman that exudes that? And similarly to the ladies on the panel, I'd like to
wait. Hold on.
I'm trying to
Hold on,
get
caller.
going on.
God damn. This is
All right.
Here. Hurricane Bob.
All right.
nigga in the movie Crawl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Windy weather.
Oh, everybody. All right. Fuck it. Everybody call back.
Oh, wow.
So listen, we got 5 minutes.
Okay.
Let's wrap it up.
Okay.
Ladies, I want to ask a basic question. Do women emotionally scar men?
Absolutely.
What?
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
Here we go.
Excuse me.
Jackie Joyner Kersey over here.
False start.
Do women emotionally scar men as much as men do women?
Yes.
In the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. Scheme of things?
Scheme.
Okay.
In the grand scheme of things.
Why do you think that image of women emotionally scarring men and not giving two shakes of a fat rat's ass about it after they've done it, why do you think that image of them is not really widely portrayed or disseminated?
The male ego.
You think it's the man's fault?
So, no. I don't think it's the man's fault. What I do think, okay, and so let me take man out of it. I will say ego. Let's just leave it at ego. But case in point, why is it that most men do not call the police station if they get their ass beat? When it happens.
That's an ego
when
thing.
it happens, because if they do, it's like, oh, she beat your ass, nigga, go home. Like it's that
We
type
won't clown
of
a nigga. She beat you up?
Exactly. And so
Just tell me right now, did she sock you in the mouth?
we don't talk about these things because I will say, and I'm not blaming it, but I will say that the same way that men have called in and said women do not understand how to navigate their emotions, men do not understand how to quail their ego. It's both sides, that emotional side and that egoic side.
And here comes the spiritual breakdown of the flaw.
Oh, God.
You can call it a flaw, but
Ego
it's what it is.
is a part of the human condition. Both men and women suffer from egoic behaviors. The female ego, much like what we're talking about today, women are the perpetual victims in relationships. What did he do? Right? Perpetual victims in relationships. The female ego is nowhere near as famous as the male ego because it goes with that whole double standard. Women are made of what?
Sugar and spice and everything nice.
Fuck out of here.
That's true.
Women are savage. You can't be in a sick society and not raise a savage.
I'm not a savage.
Okay.
You especially.
Is it like savage like in the context of tank, or is it savage like what is savage? Like it's so many levels of savage.
You know, fuck what she said tank. I'm talking about a mercenary personality, a personality that lacks. Listen, reports just came out and said what about narcissism? They took it out of the what is the diagnostic for mental illnesses book? Yeah. The DSM. They took narcissism out of it because it's so ubiquitous. I guess everybody's that has narcissism is suffering from narcissistic behavior, personality disorder, are men. No, it's a gang of narcissistic women out there. They overprice their pussy. They overprice their presence. Listen, just because you're narcissistic doesn't make you divine. Uh-oh.
Well, if you have to put a price on it, then you don't know it's worth anyway. Oh, I felt that one. I think it's a Facebook quote.
I'm here for it.
I was for it. That's
I love Sarah.
I'm there. Take that. But we're raised from kids as being damsels in distress. All of our books and everything that we read.
Narcissism. Me. My. Mm-hmm. He's not good because he doesn't feed me. He has to feed the me in me in order for him to be considered quality. Me.
Feed me, Seymour.
Attention. Most women are motherfucking addicted to stimulation than they are to substance in a relationship. Substance is uncomfortable. Nigga like me walking your life, I make you see 5 lifetimes ago of unresolved shit. Fuck, nigga, I wish you smoked weed. Can we smoke some weed and drink or something and just fucking not talk?
I drink warm milk or something. Just calm down.
I love weed.
Listen, Jeff hooked me up with a girl once. It's great. Many years ago, Jeff Brown introduced me to a girl. She was going through some shit. Mm-hmm. My natural inclination was, here's the voice. What's the problem? I saw right into it, started helping. No, I just got out of something. This is too deep. I don't want to lay on your couch. Get your goofy ass out of here. What the fuck you think the universe put us in the same place at the same time in that moment for? Maybe that was all it was for.
Yeah.
Get your goofy ass out of here. All right, I'm sorry.
Pronto.
And yet I will say that happens on the other side too. And then when men meet a woman that they can actually talk to, they end up tiptoeing away.
I love it. Motherfucker have a conversation with me, goddammit. All right, I'm done. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to The Voice of Reason. We don't have all the answers, but guess what? We started the motherfucking conversation.
Sure did, TheZow.
You under dig? Listen, everybody tell everybody where they can find you. Where can they find you, Claire Kia?
Love Sex Music with a K on Instagram. LOVESEXMUSIK.
There you go. And then tell them your name.
My name is Mayla. You can find me on Instagram at MAELAWAY. Mayla Way. MAELAWAY.
Mayla May.
Extra.
Yeah, baby.
Break it down now.
On the Mayla side of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah.
Yes, I'm Sarah without the H, the mother of Lola. That's LOL with the A, and I'm very excited. I don't know what I was just about to say. I was just about to say something.
Okay, we
and
love
then I was
you.
thinking about my dog. Well, I was thinking because she's so sweet.
We anyway, have to go now.
I love you, Lola. No. Sarah without the H99. Spell it out. SARAW. All that. Yeah. 99.
Right. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Monday. Deuces.
Bye.
Bye.
Mayla.
Oh, Mayla, welcome to the family.
No, I couldn't. I can't.
We wild, right? Yeah. Right, let's get Tone Talks in here.
Oh, it is Friday. Oh my God, these comments be so funny.
Tell me where he's at. I'll go get it. Good times never felt so good.